So welcome back to Bruce on the Loose. I haven't really posted anything over the last couple of weeks, mainly because there's not been much to tell. Unfortunately, I've got a problem with the van in that the water pump has broken. So I've got no sort of water in the van at all, so flushing the loo, washing up, having a shower is all impossible. So I rang Wander Home, the dealers that I bought the van off, explained the situation. They know that I'm currently on a road trip through France and into Spain. Asked them if they could speak to Adria to see if there was any way that we could get it fixed while I'm in France. They refused to do so. They said there was no point in speaking to Adria UK because Adria UK is a different entity to Adria France. I asked them if they would speak direct to Adria head office, and they said no, there was nothing they could do. I would need to take the van back to them. They would then have a look at it and if necessary order a new pump. I asked them how long it would take to get a new pump, and they said they had no idea, but it would certainly be several weeks. Wholly unsatisfactory, really. I'm beginning to feel that as a dealer they're very good at selling, but their aftermarket skills leave a lot to be desired. So anyway, I was on a campsite overlooking the Bay of Biscay. Very nice place near St John de Monts. Tracked down an Adria dealer that was about an hour away. So left the campsite, jumped in the van, drove down to the Adria dealer, and the experience could not be more different to South Cave. You'd have thought that I'd bought several vans off them. I was a long lost customer. The reception was absolutely superb. Sat me down in an armchair, gave me a cup of coffee, took my keys off me. 15 minutes later there was a chap crawling round the van, testing the electrics, testing the pump. Came back in, went to get a lady out of the offices that could speak a bit of English. She explained that the pump had burnt out, that it needed a new pump. They could fit one straight away, but I would have to pay for it, or they could speak with Adria. So I asked them if they would speak with Adria, which is exactly what they did. They came back to me within 48 hours to say that yes, Adria had accepted the warranty claim. They had ordered the pump and they were hoping that the pump would be with them within 2 weeks. And so I stayed on a campsite for 4 or 5 days not far from the dealership, and popped in yesterday, and the pump had still not arrived, so no real problem. I decided that I would drive the hour down to the Ile de Re, where I am now. Managed to cross another interesting bridge, which I'll put in this video, and got onto this campsite. And it's just a fantastic campsite. It's got everything I need. There's a nice bar, there's a restaurant, there's loads of cycling around the island, so I'm going to get the bike out tomorrow. Unfortunately this morning when I woke up, it was just torrential rain, and it's been raining on and off for the last week, it's brightened up now, but it's very windy and it's quite chilly. Tomorrow is supposed to be better, but the forecast is not great for the next week, but I think I'll stick it out here. Soon as the pump arrives I'll drive back get the pump installed, which is literally an hour's job. And then I think we're going to drive a little bit more into central France, but with the intention of dropping down to the northern Spanish coast. Try and track down a bit more sunshine, go to San Sebastian, Bilbao, and just do the northern coast of Spain. I don't know whether it's just me, but France, whilst they are very welcoming, it is basically shut. It just doesn't seem to come to life until the end of May. All of the seaside towns are very, very quiet. There's very few people about. It makes you wonder how these sites make a living, because they must have an incredibly busy sort of 8-10 weeks through the sort of summer holidays with children's holidays, etc. But there's just nobody about. I mean, you know, I think I've probably seen 3 other British or UK vans, very few British people about. So I think, I suppose having had the house in Spain all those years, Spain just feels a bit more comfortable. So I think we're going to head into northern Spain, explore an area that I've never been to, but in a culture that I feel a bit more comfortable with. As I say, there's just really not very much going on. I was going to pop out and have some oysters and some seafood for my birthday, which is today. But I've been down to a couple of the shacks just round the corner, and they're all closed. They've got posters up, and I put it into Google Translate. It just says due to weather they've closed. So the rain has put a dampener on everything. But anyway, forecast for tomorrow is sunshine, so we'll get the bike out, we'll go and have a ride round, and find a nice seafood platter and a glass of muscadet, I'm sure. I did a bit of a shop yesterday, so I treated myself to a rather nice bottle of red for my birthday, and I shall pop inside now and crack that open and wish you all well, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye now. So this is the setup. We have a nice little picnic table so we can sit outside. Got some nice fairy lights above for the evening. And so here's the van parked up, and then in this little section we have a little kitchen. So we've got a sink, fridge, a couple of gas burners, which is really very nice. And then next door we have a shower room. Hi. So we've got a full-size shower, nice wash hand basin, toilet, and there's a boiler in this cupboard. But this is absolutely fantastic.